I just made Xbox emulation a lot easier under macOS, but before we get to the fun stuff of getting it up and running in Xemu, we first need to talk about the problem. The problem is that the Xbox distributed its game disks, because Microsoft is smart, in an encrypted format. Since XISO is a proprietary format, you need specialized tools to create your own game backups. And we're not going to cover that process. We're going to assume you already have a ripped XISO formatted game. There's utilities out there that can transfer these into unencrypted disks, and that's important. We'll come back to that in a second. The Xbox emulator cannot read an encrypted disk. It needs the unencrypted one. So that's where the utility comes in. There's one that is called XISO Extract, and it works pretty well, but the problem is it doesn't have a native Mac version. You can download the source code and compile it yourself, but that requires quite a bit for somebody who's not a developer. Fortunately, I happen to be one of those, so I could download it and distribute just the compiled binary, but command line utilities just aren't the most usable for people who aren't super terminal savvy. And even me, who's a developer, sometimes it's not as easy as just using a GUI. So what I did is I wrote a GUI wrapper for this popular utility, so that way you can convert your game disks into playable disks in the emulator. And it saves a lot of time. I made a previous video all about Xbox emulation, and more than half of it was just dedicated to how to convert the game disks. But now this video is going to be a lot shorter because you can save a lot of time by just downloading the utility and then using it to convert the games. So let's get into that. The first step is to download the latest version of Xemu, and you can get this from the official website. If you try to run the application, you'll see an error. You need to whitelist the application, and under older versions of macOS, you can right-click and click Open to bypass this message. But on modern macOS, as of recording this video, you need to go to System Preferences, and then to Privacy and Security, scroll to the bottom, and then click Open Anyways. It'll give you one last scary message, but just ignore it and click Open. Xemu needs 4 files in order to work. Under the Machine menu, go to Settings and click System. You'll then see you need the MCPX ROM file, the Flash ROM BIOS, hard disk, and EEPROM files. The hard disk drive image can be downloaded from the official website, but the others you'll need to be a little more creative. Archive.org seems to be a good place to find such files. I can't link them directly because these are copyrighted. According to the official documentation, they recommend for the Flash ROM BIOS to use the 4627 version. You may find varying degrees of success with other versions. Now, if you happen to acquire an ISO and try and load it with this emulator, nothing happens. Normally, you would select Load ISO and then hit Reset, and then the game would start to launch. The reason this isn't working is because of what I mentioned in the intro. This is a XISO format, and we need ISO. Fortunately, a group has taken the time and effort to create a command line utility called Extract XISO. The downside is you'll have to download the source code and compile it yourself using CMake. Even if you're a developer like myself, you appreciate a good GUI, as it means not having to memorize esoteric command flags. But I took the time to create a GUI wrapper for this application, so all you need to do is go to the GitHub link, which is in the description, and download it. And you may have to whitelist this application like Xemu. The application is very simple. The first thing you need to do is locate your ISO and then enter it here. Then the next step is to choose an output folder, and I have one named Output. With that selected, then just hit Execute. Everything should be good to go. On my M4 Pro, this goes very fast, but it'll depend on the game and your computer speed. And you can scroll through the log file to see if there's any errors. This is what would normally be printed in the terminal. When you go into the output folder, you'll notice that there's an ISO and another folder. The folder is the result of the original extraction. This is then used to create a vanilla ISO. You can go ahead and trash this folder as you don't need it. Also, generally speaking, the vanilla ISO is going to be considerably smaller than the XISO, and that's because it's no longer encrypted, thus it doesn't need to waste blank space. Now if we go back to Xemu, we can load a disk, and then we just need to restart it to start launching the game. And wouldn't you know it, look, it's launching the game. As always, please don't ask where to download games. It's not legal to distribute these. These are copyrighted works. I'll let you figure out the moral compass, and if you're creative, you can find these using search engines. Also, a bonus round. Often you'll find that games come in bin and queue files. There's a command line utility named bchunk that'll convert those. Even better, there's the GUI version, kind of like what I just did, called BchunkX. Again, link in the description, and you'll probably need to whitelist this application. Locate your bin queue and convert it into an ISO. It's brain dead easy, just locate the bin file and then use it to convert it to an ISO. And that's all it takes. Also, for another bonus round, let's look at Xemu just for a second. I'm now going to cut to my original video to show off graphical options and some of the caveats of emulation and setting up a controller. In the original video, I was demonstrating with Halo 2. Let's get to it. This is a good game to demonstrate some of the render issues that you can find in Xemu, as this is still being actively developed and its compatibility keeps improving every day. This is not surprising or unexpected because I took the time to research this before running this game. Let's take a look at what I mean. Just go to the website and click the compatibility, and from here you can check on the current status of any single game and its known issues. And as you can see, there's quite a few issues with Halo 2, but that's expected. Halo 2 has a flickering problem on Apple Silicon. Alright, back to the game. If you're using a USB controller, Xemu is almost near magic. I'll just plug in my PS4 controller and it'll automatically map everything. That's it. Now I can start playing the game. Under debug, I'm going to bring up video debug just to see the performance I'm getting. My M1 Max seems to be doing fine. From the view, we can adjust the graphics options. I'm going to change the internal resolution to 2x, and it looks like it's going to go fine, and then finally to 4x, and it doesn't seem to have a noticeable performance hit. You can do things like force widescreen, but you're just going to smush the graphics in many of the games. Alright, I guess that's pretty much it for this one. Thanks to my Patreons for making videos like this possible. I like doing projects like this, and I hope to do more in the future.